Basement Bookers Podcast.
Oh, it's a fire sale. Everybody out right now. Right now. Everybody out. Right now. Right now. Everybody out. 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 Now.
She's going. She's going.
Except for you, the listener.
She's gone.
I'm not gone.
She's gone.
Out. Out. All right.
Okay.
Now that we're finally alone,
It's
now that
just
there's
us.
no more estrogen, it's time for some manly machismo to pour out of this. It's time for some toxic masculinity.
Grr.
The toxic masculinity talk about this week's wrestling. Toxically and masculinity. First, let's do some house cleaning here.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been notified on X repeatedly by a friend of the show, Manny here. First, he says, at Basement Jer, at Basement Bookers, and at Rich Deriz. These are all three names. Breaking news, 50% off discount for 2026 Booker Mania, which was not cleared with me, but we give the people what they want. That's a lot of savings of basement dollars. You know, we're still working on everything. Venue, money, people to talk to, professionalism, but don't you worry. By December 31st, you're going to know exactly nothing. All right, so the next order of business is not South Park. It's that now Joe Hendry is signed for WWE. He will face Jasper Troy at Booker Series, which is today.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just read this today. So you're not going to know the winner. The winner will be decided by Manny Reply in the YouTube comments. So then you'll figure out who the winner is. My money's on Joe Hendry. And of course, that was a trick. We were tricked.
His name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Perfect. We also have future reaction from over at the Booker Mania. This is exactly what's going to happen.
What's going on? Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this.
Yeah, 250 million basement dollars.
Damn.
And then we have here. Oh, so Manny's decided that this time, I don't know how this works. If in a WarGames, if it's every man and woman for themselves, what does that mean? That it's like a elimination chamber, but everybody's in a double match cage?
Yeah, I think it's like it's an elimination chamber, and just like elimination chamber and just like WarGames, kind of the match doesn't officially start until everyone is in. No one can get eliminated until everyone is in. So one poor bastard can just get the crap beat out of him for 20 minutes, and then finally the match will start.
I nominate Bronson Reed to be that poor bastard. No, it has nothing to do with anything.
You love Bronson Reed.
All right. There's no need to slander people. Okay, and then we have more breaking news here.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, we're gonna have AJ Francis and Shayna Baszler be special commentators. Look, we tried talking to Shayna Baszler's people.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out her people is her Twitch channel. I subscribed, still waiting to hear back. And AJ Francis said he'd do it for a sandwich. So we're gonna have Rich make him a sandwich. Because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So yeah.
Is this part of the hashtag no more topes?
That's right. As long as he doesn't do any of that, and let's not disrespect the guy because he will be on commentary, which means you'll have to work with him because you're the head of talent relations.
Oh,
I don't have the temperament for being the head of talent relations. So congratulations. So that's today's Basement Bookers house cleaning. Thank you, Manny, for keeping the Basement Bookers podcast on the ventilator. All right, so let's get into. I don't even know what today's episode's about. It's too early for Survivor Series. Rich Deriz needs Monday and Friday to decide what decisions he's going to make and how he's going to copy me. And then we're going to... No, I'm just kidding. It's basically, it's like being a detective. You follow the evidence to where it leads, and then you decide from there, unless Triple H decides he wants to fuck around. But
yeah, if he fucks around, we'll find out.
I guess let's talk about the most predictable women's WarGames lineup here. Second to the men's faces WarGames, which we'll talk about that. So it's been established that, much like I have said, that Charlotte Flair would just wind up back on the team. She's not going to leave Alexa. It was like clockwork. Alexa's in trouble. Charlotte comes back. And then I was like, my mother's like, who's it going to be? I'm like, it's probably AJ. It really should be Bailey. But, CM Punk's extra check's got to get that extra check. So, and, they want to sell tickets to WarGames. And AJ Lee is a big name for some reason. And she's going to be there. And, of course, AJ's there. What does that mean? That means, of course, Becky Lynch will have joined the heels, which I said was going to happen because if you recall, Becky was leaving a match or a talking segment. Asuka and Kairi are coming in. They're looking at each other. Asuka, of course, being the father of Becky Lynch's child. She was impregnated after that Money in the Bank ladder match, and that's why she had to put the title in the Money in the Bank briefcase, which is why Asuka became champion during that tumultuous period.
These are all true facts.
So, yeah, she's given back to her baby daddy, and that's important. So, a little bit of a spoiler for pre-taped SmackDown, but there was an advantage match for the women's, I believe. And Charlotte Flair got the advantage for the women. So, I don't know if that helped.
She beat Lash Legend?
No, Asuka. Clean.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, look forward to that. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
So, since the baby faces have the advantage, I don't know. I think the heels might win this one. But that's just early. It's not an official prediction. It was just two people talking. What's your opinion?
I think the heels win because Charlotte says, you know what, fuck it, and just turns. She's like, nah, I'm done.
Oh, you think Charlotte's going to betray her team?
Yeah.
Wow. I hope that's wrong because I didn't have that take. You did.
That might make the women's division a little heel heavy, but it's
Feels early.
maybe
You
it
know?
feels early, but I feel like with that, like now that they're not in
Like, does she
line,
not like Rhea Ripley that much?
I think that they're not in line for the tag titles, and they don't have the tag titles. So why is Charlotte a face? Why is she partnering with Alexa?
To get them back?
I think Charlotte's easiest path is always as a heel.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got your. Hey, just for the record,
Mhm.
your sound is on auto
Son of a.
in the StreamYards. You
I
might
told
want
you
to
everything
fix
defaulted.
that.
Fixing it
Yeah.
right. Oh wait, that's in the people section. People?
Yeah, in the people section. You just put it where
All
mine
right.
is.
Got
Yeah,
it.
there you go. All right.
And put it at the
Good thing I
same
looked at that. I was looking at that for
level.
sound levels. So,
Good call. Thank you.
yeah.
Stop
might be another
defaulting me,
autist
damn it.
out there.
Oh, I cleared my cache the other day. That's why. That's probably why.
I never clear mine, actually.
Mm.
I don't know. My computer is in good health, though. So,
Like, I wish I could clear cache except for StreamYard and such.
yeah, you wouldn't. You know what? I'm not going to talk about your computer right now because it's a very upsetting subject for me.
That's I'm working on getting the number of tabs down.
Yeah, right.
How many windows do
Yeah,
you
and
have?
my dad's gonna come back with those cigarettes that he went out for. All right, so let's.
I have about 20 windows, by the way.
Yep, he's any minute now. He'll be back. All right, so the U.S. title defense, Ilya Dragunov retains against a very game, big-headed J.D. McDonough. Of course, the triple combo, the Torpedo Moscow, the what's he call that elbow down to the face,
The H-bomb.
the H bomb, and then the intimate pin. We'll just call it that. Very intimate pin right there. Yes, pain will entertain you, but when he's in there, when he's done, you're not the same. You're changed. And JD McDonough, we'll see how he's doing after that shower on Monday Night
Changed
Raw.
man.
Yeah. So, did you watch SmackDown?
Yeah.
Did you notice Logan Paul had his promo written on his hand? Or something written on his hand?
I didn't at the time. And then you sent me that picture. It definitely looks like there was bullet points.
Yeah, but if you were paying attention, he was looking at his hand while he was talking about something.
I was supercarding.
Listen.
I was listening.
If you're going to do this show, all right, you need to be also looking, because then I can't be like, hey, did you see? And then you're like, no. Like, I need you to watch SmackDown, all right?
Yeah, right. Not just listen to it.
Are we going to have to start doing SmackDown now to make you watch SmackDown?
No, I'll
what are
watch.
we doing?
I'll pay more attention.
All right.
I'll do my
So, listen. Look, I understand how you feel, all right? And you could tell, like, if you ever look at my supercard through social and you notice that I'm actually getting somewhere, it's because I found a good TV show to watch. That's the only way it happens. That's when I make a lot of progress. All right, so back to this. So Cody Rhodes was attacking his bus, and I was watching live tweeting, live reading tweets, too angry to tweet. But Cody, people are like, oh my God, they attacked Cody. They're going to replace Cody with LA Knight. These guys, and I'm like, he wrestled a Hell in a Cell with a torn pec. You think him getting beat up on his tour bus 2 Fridays before Survivor Series, and meanwhile it's a double taping of SmackDown? So he's going to be fine? How dumb are you? But you know, I get it. There's a lot of copium out there for the LA Knight faithful, and
Yeah.
look, LA Knight is not old. He is not too old. He is my age. Okay, I appreciate that old man slander to stop. Stop
Yes.
right now. It's disrespectful. So Bronson Reed wants to fight John Cena in the My Time Is Now, but he's not going to be able to do that because he was sleeping. And Carmelo Hayes has advanced into the My Time Is Now tournament.
Yup. And
Do
so
you think
Carmelo
we're going to
Hayes,
get Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther?
that is, I'm looking at the bracket on Wikipedia. That is the plan.
Hey, why don't you share the bracket with everybody so they can see it?
Woohoo! I could do that.
What a great idea that I came up with. It's just common sense. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't. It's not as common as you think it is.
But
It's not a SummerSlam card in 2025. All right.
Yeah.
So here goes the bracket. Interesting. So do they have okay, so it's Jey versus Rusev. Why does it say
Yeah.
pinfall next to Jey Uso?
Did they pre-tape it? 24th?
Looks like it because
I
it
guess so.
says Raw quarterfinals. All right, spoiler alert. Good job,
Sorry.
Rich Derez. All right, so doesn't even read what he's showing. Just
I
shows
didn't
it.
realize they
Oh
pre-taped
my
Raw
God.
and SmackDown for next week.
Oh my God. Well, now we know that
Where's
LA
the
Knight
spoiler
gets
button?
past the Miz also.
Mm.
It looks like the Miz was a replacement for the injured Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have LA Knight versus Jey Uso again. Oh God, is this really gonna happen? Are they really gonna do Gunther versus Jey Uso for the finale?
Oh, they might. Because I don't think Carmelo's getting past Gunther.
This is the worst Rusev Day ever. You screwed up Rusev Day by showing that Jey Uso will beat Rusev. Perfect. All right. So
Sorry.
yeah, it looks like it's gonna be either Jey Uso or Gunther. So that means it's Gunther. What a lame tournament, man. This tournament was so stupidly pointless. It was so. You could have had either Dolph Ziggler, even if they weren't going to win. You should have had Dolph Ziggler or Zack Ryder win their matches.
Yeah.
One or the other, right?
And how no Joe Hendry? You're doing this whole thing saying, oh, people from anywhere. It doesn't matter if they work here or
people who
not.
don't even work here.
And he works there now.
And the biggest cop out is people who used to work here and are just trustworthy people. Like, you know, Dolph Ziggler's not going to screw you over because he's Dolph Ziggler. You know, Zack Ryder's not going to screw you over because his wife works there. And we know how vindictive those people can be. So, man. All right, get this out of my sight. I can't believe we're doing this. It's going to be Jey Uso versus Gunther in the final. Just for Gunther to win. And look, I like Gunther. I'm a Gunther guy. You know, especially now he's back with his old theme music. He's got like he's a fighter's robe now. He's going to beat John Cena. And my fear is that John Cena is going to tap.
You know,
the only thing I would like, which I don't like, because it's going to be a sleeper hold, if John Cena never gave up. That's the only thing I can think of.
Referee stoppage.
John Cena never gave up, And Gunther's going to have to respect that because he never gave up. So,
And I still think they could be angling for a Gunther face turn with that.
I don't know how he turns face because of that, though.
He could respect Cena for not tapping out. You know, you get your handshake at the end. You know, they do the kind of thing. Each raises his arms, whatever. Gunther walks off to let Cena have the ring, have his moment with the fans. Gunther comes out on Raw the next night saying how much he appreciates John Cena, he respects everything he did, or whatever. And then you have someone, I don't know, someone that has a history with Cena come out and say, how do you say all the respect you have for Cena, this, that, the other, blah, 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 and try and run Gunther down for respecting Cena, and Gunther defends himself and defends Cena? There's your face turn.
I see the opposite. Gunther's going to shit all over Cena that Monday Night Raw. He's going to start out all respectful, and then he's going to be like, you know what that means? That I am the greatest of all time, or whatever.
You know,
Some kind of shit like that.
I'd absolutely be okay with them keeping Gunther heel. I think he is a really good heel. I wonder, though, about the percentage of fans that appreciate Gunther more than they dislike the character. You know, they're more about his ability and everything than booing him because he's the heel.
I know you like the guy. I like the guy. Obviously, you've met each other in
Yes,
person, hugged it out a little bit,
documented.
talk shop, whatever it is that you guys did, whispering into each other's ears.
I had no
I
idea
wasn't
the
there
belt
for
was on your
that. I
shoulder.
wasn't there. I wasn't there for the actual thing, but I saw the picture. I was in the area, so I can't confirm or deny whatever friendship rumors. No, he is not signed to any Booker's events. He's got exclusivity over there. All right. No, but I just think that there's you need to be careful with him. There's a mystique, that needs to be upheld.
Mhm.
I think the ring general is just going to be the ring general. I think he's not going to change, but maybe the reaction to him might change.
Mhm.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but
I think it does.
so we also have the men's Survivor Series is filled out, which is basically the same team, but you put Sami Zayn's body and you put Cody Rhodes' face. It's
Yep.
the same exact team as last year's War Games with a sprinkle of Cody.
hmm
And the heels, Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar on the same team, never before, never again. Logan Paul, who should be Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. So I think this was always the plan, with the exception of Seth Rollins being replaced by Logan Paul because he had to be a retard. And yeah, you can say it on YouTube now. We're bringing it back.
Nice.
And, do that coast to coast bullshit, which really in the end added nothing. The only reason people are talking about it because it's how he ruined the booking for the rest of the year.
hmm
Okay. You take you take all the shits you make 100% or something like that.
You miss
Unless you're
100%.
constipated.
You miss
Yeah, something
100%
like that.
of the shits you don't take, or something like that.
Exactly. So I don't know what to do. We have a new Intercontinental champion for now. I think that might change tomorrow, being Monday. I don't like that it could, but it might. I don't know. What's your?
I don't know. I think Cena only has 2 dates left: Survivor Series and main event.
I'm talking about Maxxine Dupri.
Oh, women's
You
Intercontinental. I'm sorry.
sexist. You're sexist.
I'm
You
too busy looking
automatically
at
go to the men's.
I'm
You're
too
what's
busy
wrong.
looking at the Survivor
I know what
Series card
happened.
here.
You took the memo. You took the toxic masculine memo to heart. And you're like, I thought that's what we were doing. Weren't we doing toxic masculinity? Jesus
Forgot.
Christ, Rich
Yeah,
Therese.
I misinterpreted.
There's
Sorry
a
about that.
balance. As long as you don't have toxic femininity, because that's also a thing. You want to be careful. You want to find a balance. You
So-
could be around women without becoming a woman. It's just how it is. Unless you want to. I'm not getting canceled. If you want to, it's fine. Go ahead.
You do
Not
boo-boo.
you. Anybody else who could
whoever.
be watching.
Anyone.
Anybody, you be what you want to be. You want to be a butterfly? You're a fucking butterfly, bro. All right. So what'd you think of the last time John Cena wrestles at the Garden? Even though I asked about the Women's Intercontinental Championship, we have to keep toxic masculinity going. We'll go back to that, but since it's on the mind, being that tag team match, Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, John Cena versus the Judgment Day.
I thought it was good. I thought they gave the crowd what they were looking for. Cena had a match, hit a couple of finishers, a little
The last match he's ever gonna win. And that's history, by the way, for JD McDonough.
So
Who was
spoiler
the
alert.
last person
Mhm.
to ever be pinned by John Cena at Madison Square Garden.
So your pick for Survivor Series is going to be Dominic over Cena, and your pick
Probably.
for Saturday Night's Main Event, if we do picks for it, I don't know, is going to be
I don't know yet.
Gunther.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
or
for sure, but I
TBD.
feel like that's like a John Cena thing to do.
Mhm. Yeah, I think Cena will give Dom his win back. It's probably going to be some shenanigans. I feel like Dom kind of like doesn't want to be winning clean against big names like that yet. I think.
He's not going to win clean. He doesn't do anything
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
He doesn't even lose clean. No, he kind of
Dude's having a fantastic career so early.
All right, listen. Is it time for the weekly Rich the Riz glazes Dominic Mysterio segment?
No.
The
Sorry.
weekly glazing. Whether
Sorry.
you want it or not, Dirty Dom, Rich the Riz is cleaning you up. He's cleaning you up. Metaphorically speaking. Yeah.
There we go. Like you shine up that title.
Yeah. So, Women's Intercontinental Championship match.
Mm.
Just like I called due to AJ Lee,
Mhm.
Renee Dupri, Maxxine Dupri, Renee Dupri. That's a different one.
Different
Forgot,
Dupree.
what was it? What was his tag team he was in?
La Resistance,
Yes.
Renee
those
Dupree,
guys.
and
Something French. Man.
yes,
I'm a Frenchman.
Frenchman,
know.
Frenchman. That was great.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
That was my favorite thing for Taz to say and do on commentary at the time.
So
Besides,
is Dupree
here
getting a
comes the
major
pain.
push, or is this like a one-off? Do you think Becky gets the belt back on Monday?
I think it's a one-off. I don't know if Becky gets the win back on Monday. Probably soon. Probably at latest the Raw after Survivor Series. I think that the plan was to give it to her for storyline reasons only. Not say that that's ever not a thing, but that they were watching the match and they're like, all right, she's not there yet. So let's give it to her for a bit and then take it back.
Becky called Maxxine Dupri a fake champion. And then I asked her to define fake champion, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got news for you. Okay? I got news for you. I might be a mark. But when you say shit like that, you're also a mark. Okay? Because you never beat anybody for anything. As far as I'm concerned. So
and doesn't someone in her family have like a please don't go championship or had?
If there was ever the definition of a paper champion, it's Seth Rollins. a champion on paper, you know, and also made of paper apparently. But that's another thing.
Paper mache.
Yeah. So before I forget, I have Full Gear stuff.
Ooh.
So I don't even trust ChatGPT anymore, really, for summary things, because when I went to ask about Monday, right? Check this out. Returns and major showdown setups. It says Brock Lesnar returned, attacked Cena's allies in a surprise moment. Cena has nothing to do with WarGames.
No.
You're stupid. You know, like, what is wrong with you? You still have a way to go before you take my job. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So for Full Gear, Samoa Joe is your new AEW World Champion. He's defeated Hangman Adam Page in a steel cage match.
Nice.
Mark Briscoe is the new TNT champion after defeating Kyle Fletcher.
Cool.
Ricochet is the inaugural AEW National Champion by pinning Kevin Knight in the Casino Gauntlet.
The fuck's a national champion now?
Another fucking belt.
Okay.
Another fucking belt. I think they might have combined 2 belts into it.
Continental and what was the other one?
I think it was the
Continental
2
Classic.
that Eddie Kingston had, maybe.
And was the International? No, that became Continental.
The one that, well, who cares? All right.
All right, let me see.
The one that Orange Cassidy had, and the one that what's his name? The Japanese fella that came back, that came to work with them. He was with the Elite. Okada. The one that Okada had.
So looking at that belt, that is a very, very, very NWA inspired belt.
Hey, why don't you show everybody the belt?
This right here? This belt right here. This
belt right here. No, the one that you're discussing.
Right here.
Oh.
As a very NWA looking belt.
Yeah, it is actually. Interesting. I wonder if Billy Corgan's seen this.
That's a good question. Let's see. Similar to the International Championship, it was revealed that it could be defended in other promotions.
Oh.
Inspired by the NWA National Heavyweight Championship, which originally served as the top title of Georgia Championship Wrestling under the NWA.
Oh, so now it's like a new belt just to defend everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of how like Mercedes Moné takes people's belts, but he's just defending his belt over there. Yeah. All right.
AEW should join the NWA.
FTR defeated Brodito, which is Brody King and Bandito, to win the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I don't even know if that's right. You know, I don't trust it. But it looks like it is. I checked the resources.
I'm going through the Wikipedia here now.
And Chris Statlander defeated Mercedes Moné. She's still, thank God, the AEW World Champion. It looks like the AEW Women's World Championship is going to be the only championship Mercedes Moné can't win, which I'm fine with.
Is that how they're going to build up the AEW Women's World Championship as a premier championship by saying, well, it's the one belt Mercedes Moné never had?
Well, at least you could work it into her story.
Yeah. Just all right, go ahead.
Apparently the Elite hugged it out. So Kenny Omega and the Young Buckaroos, it looks like they're together again. And really, we don't watch enough AEW, so I just wanted Like that's major stuff. Like there's a lot of other shit that happens because their shit's like 4 hours. Mox tapped out again to Kyle O'Reilly, which is interesting. This is all just off the top of my head, by the way. So if you want to like go do the rest of the shit, then that's fine with me.
So there are 4 pre-show matches. It's fine. 13 matches total. Pac beat Darby Allin by pinfall. Good. The Timeless Love Bombs, which is Timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa, defeated the Babes of Wrath, which are Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron, as well as the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I like that name for them. And Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir by pinfall as a 4-way tag match. The winning team got to choose the stipulation for their semifinal match in the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. So,
Jesus Christ, with these belts, man. All right.
so Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa are on their way to becoming the first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. You mentioned FTR and Brodito, Ricochet, Kevin Knight, Kyle and Mox, Briscoe and Kyle, the Bucks, and Josh Alexander defeated Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. You touch on this in a $1 million trios match where the winning team gets $1 million cash prize.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Mox is doing a lot of jobs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's possible that he could be coming back home?
You calling WWE back home for Mox?
Well, that's where he was.
Yeah, it is where
before he was covering himself in barbed wire in the Indies.
Well, after he was doing,
Because he was NXT and then he was in WWE. What do you mean?
No, he had plenty of time on the Indies before that.
Okay, but dude, like, we want me to say back home in the fucking Indies, making way less money? Like, what are we talking about? He has a kid. He's got a life. He's got a wife to support. What do you mean?
Each thumbtack is another dollar sign for him. So maybe he's not renewing. Maybe there's been some talks. Maybe he's going to go back. I don't know if he'll probably be Dean Ambrose.
He has to be Dean Ambrose. Well, you know what? Who cares? He could call himself whatever he wants. You know, he could be Jonathan Good for all we know. You know, he could just do whatever.
It's a name that I'll never get over. Weird that
especially if you're not good. If you're just
weird
bad.
that Ty Dillinger had just gotten to the main roster a little bit barely when he was released. Went over, did his Shawn Spears thing, his chairman gimmick after being unsafe with Cody. And they brought him back to the on NXT as Shawn Spears. Going nowhere.
Going nowhere. He's probably in training to be like an agent or something.
I bet he'll be in the Rumble.
What a waste of a spot that would be. You could literally give that spot to anyone.
They're typically...
Obafemi's back. But he's after Ricky Starks again. He wants that belt back.
Cool. I saw a quick little clip of him talking to Sheamus on Sheamus's show about embarrassing stuff that's on the playlist. And he says listens to classical music, which is cool.
That's not embarrassing.
I don't think it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
It helps you think about how you want to hurt people.
Is that why?
I mean, not me, but Obafemi, obviously.
Maybe Ilya with his entrance as well. And
I don't want to know what's on Ilya Dragunov's fucking playlist. I could imagine it's just death metal screaming.
I can imagine. That'd be great. I could definitely see that being the case.
Lifting weights.
Full Gear undercard. You had the Bang Bang Gang, which is Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson.
I hate that name.
Defeating Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, Big Bill and Brian Keith, and the Outrunners in a $200,000 4-way tag match. They're really just coming up with any reason to have a not, it's like, all right, here's money. That's the match.
Wow.
Boom and Doom, which is Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall. Is that actually that guy? Yeah, that's that guy
Oh
from
my
that
God,
other
really?
podcast.
They're still there?
Apparently,
Those Costco guys?
yeah. They
Double
beat
chocolate chunk or whatever the fuck they say.
RPG Vice in a tag match.
Oh, they beat them?
Yeah,
Those guys?
Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta.
Thanks, because I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Formerly known as Roppongi Vice.
Oh, okay.
They changed it for AEW, I guess. Hook and Eddie Kingston defeated the Workhorsemen in the shortest match on the card. Workhorsemen be represented by Anthony Henry and JD Drake in 1 minute 50 seconds.
Wow.
That's the don't get up for popcorn match.
Yeah.
And then in a trios match for the CMLL World Trios Championship,
That's
El
the
Sky.
Eddie kicks the gas tank is empty match.
Yeah. Yeah. For the World Trios Championship for CMLL, you had El Sky Team, who was Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Neon, defeated the Don Callis family, represented by Okada, Takeshita, and Hechicero. So a chance
Wow.
for change.
I saved a lot of money.
You could have seen
Wow.
seen those 4 matches on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Great. Well, no. Time is also money.
Time is money.
Was
I think
that it?
Yeah, I think of all of this, I would have wanted to see Pack and Darby, Timeless Love Bombs, FTR, Kyle and Mox, Briscoe, and Joe and Hangman. Those are the 6
For me,
out of...
it would be Mox versus Kyle O'Reilly and the Girl Lovers.
Timeless Love Bombs?
Yes, versus whoever, because I don't care, because I love them. Well, yeah, what did you think? To quote Manny, did you like AEW Full Gear? Comment below. 2 thumbs or 1 thumb. I'm sure there's a way to do that.
While you comment and do that too, a little bit of like, a little subscribe, love, appreciate it.
Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm a little annoyed, man, that there's no traditional Survivor Series on the Survivor's War Games,
And they do
but
it
there's
on
gonna be
SmackDown.
one. Yeah. I know who wins that one, but I'll leave that for Friday. So I don't care if it's on SmackDown. God damn it! It should be on Survivor Series, War Games. What if there's a Survivor Series game match between the War Games matches?
That is certainly doable. What if the reason for this is they're eventually going to phase out the name Survivor Series to sort of phase out more of Vince's fingerprint on the company?
Listen, I've given a lot of thought to this, and I don't know if it's the same kind of like thing, but you could tear down as many statues as you want, but it's not going to change the fact that these things happened. It's not going to change the fact that Vince McMahon Jr. is the reason that we have what we have today. All right? You can't erase history. You can't judge history based on the morals of the present. Doesn't work that way. It will never work that way. Okay? If you want to say Vince McMahon, he's weird, kinky guy. Everybody's got their own thing. All right? But what he did was he brought us all together. Okay? He didn't pee on me, and he didn't pee on Rich Derez, and I know he didn't pee on you. All right? That is allegedly. We don't know. I'm just as a comedy podcast. Okay? But what he did was bring a lot of people together that otherwise wouldn't have been brought together. I owe my life to what Vince McMahon has created. There's all these. Wrestling is the glue. The glue of my life. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The glue. I don't know what my life would be. All right? I don't know. I literally don't fucking know. Okay? And just because he did some weird shit, I'm not judging it. That's for the law or the not law, not getting sued. That's not my problem. I just know that under him, I was able to afford to go watch wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I blame that Nick
That's what I know.
Khan. I think Nick Khan's responsible for the prices getting jacked up.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? He's friends with The Rock. He could get me beat up. You know, I guess nothing I can do. But, yeah, you know, you can't, you know, I understand what they're trying to do here, but WrestlePalooza is a stupid name.
It's a stupid name.
It's a stupid name. I'm sorry, Paul Heyman. All right? Shit. I just don't like it. Stop trying to make it a thing. It's like fetch. Not going to happen.
It sounds like an indie event that is happening the weekend of WrestleMania.
It sounds like we're doing a wrestling in your backyard after the barbecue. Okay? Yeah. At least we come up with a better name.
It sounds hokey. Like, if you didn't come up with something good, put it off. Pick something else. Pick something established, like Bad Blood that we talked about. Something until you come up with.
You do WrestlePalooza at 17th Avenue Park, all right? That's what you do, WrestlePalooza. Jesus Christ.
With the freaking not the sheetrock. Putting people through sheetrock. That's between two garbage cans.
You do WrestlePalooza at St. Finn bars.
Yeah.
Only the real ones know, all right? Mm. That's where you do WrestlePalooza, okay? Oh my God! All right.
Like if you had given us,
yeah,
like $20, we would have come up with something a lot better.
Yeah. What do you think then? You just put yourself on the spot. I gotta ask.
All right. So not WrestlePalooza. Something better than that. Vendetta.
Vendetta, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's kind of cool.
It's better like, it's than not my Vengeance idea. Day, it's Vendetta.
Vendetta. I would just call it Rusev Day. You know, the Rusev Day pay-per-view. It's about time, you know. And just a pay-per-view after a random wrestler. Mm-hmm. Not that he's random, but it's Rusev. It's like, whoa. And he's on the posters and everything.
Yeah, well, Rock got his own show back in the day.
Did you catch the poster, Rusev, all the promotional material, Rusev, Rusev Day? Doesn't have a match. Doesn't have a match. Doesn't appear on the show.
He's off celebrating Rusev Day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for him to sit at home, enjoy himself, watching his enemies beat each other up.
And then the Monday after, he's going to complain about how he wasn't on Rusev Day and how they're all against him. That was literally named after him, and he's not on anything. He was on everything, but he couldn't even be in there.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, for the two people, me and you, just going, yeah. And everybody like, what the fuck? Why?
They bring in Aiden English to sing a Rusev Day song?
If they can find him. I think they'll find him on Cameo. He's there somewhere.
Isn't he doing commentary for TNA now? I think he is.
Way to call me out with all the TNA I've been watching. Kalani Jordan. She's the TNA Knockouts champion. I know stuff. The TNA champion is Christopher Daniels. Or is it
Wow.
Frankie Kazarian? Somebody.
Probably Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
that
Christopher
guy.
Daniels is retired.
Yeah, he's retired. Yeah,
But, they were a tag team for a long time.
But yeah, he beat Tito Santana. Not Tito Santana.
Mike Santana.
Yeah, Mike Santana. Yeah, no
Carlos
relation.
Santana.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's it then.
That sounds like it. Let us know down below what other Carlos Santana songs you want to hear me cover with my face. Don't do that. But let us know your early thoughts for Survivor Series. If any of the announcers of who's in the match, if any of that was a surprise to any of you, yeah, let us know your early picks and predictions for Survivor Series. Do that down below. As always,
maybe we'll read them on the show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Maybe your tweets will make it on the show.
Yeah.
Well, the segment I just made up.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, more than 69% of you are not subscribed. Do us a solid. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Both of those help us out a whole lot. We really appreciate it. And as always, Jer's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the Booker.